between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one, it's really a good matchup when you boil it down. Russell Wilson of the Seahawks, Kirk Cousins of the Vikings.
Yeah, Brandon, I think each one might be trying to play some form of keep away from the other, because when you think about time of possession and what that means in a game, it's great if you're able to hold on to the football and run your offense at your pace. And it also helps to keep the other guy's offense on the sideline. That's your goal for the game.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard brings up second and
Play fake. Cousins. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We call that sack.
Darrell Taylor. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback.
And the pressure gets to him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson forced out to his left, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began. That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Cousins.
Goes right back to Smith again.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Cousins. And that is incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Throwing is Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16.
There's Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And some strong running. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action now. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We're scoreless after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Cousins. And he fires one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Being chased out left. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Taken down back at the 50-yard line.
Cousins now from the 50. Flushed out right. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Holding defense.
Are you serious?
That penalty is declined.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now it's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 57 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Now a throw here to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to have a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Cook now off the read option.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Cousins escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Thielen. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen. 48 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. He gets away from one, and he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook from 4 yards out. And the Vikings Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass.
Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Holding offense.
So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about one-man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson. Room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to have a 1st down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So that one will be accepted.
Automatic 1st down.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Jordan Brooks with it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half.
We can't be stopped.
So we've come upon half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the 2nd half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate it.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Open man here is Conklin. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been...
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. On second down, it's Cook again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do in this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of those overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On second down, Cook. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Off the play fake, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On the option, a handoff to Carson.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson punching it in from a yard away.
And the Seahawks have pretty well...
Oh, and now they're going to... No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. To throw, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Count the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think he just said, well, my kicker's hurting this spot. No, okay.
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. From the 30 on second down, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Second down at 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Now Wilson. He'll find Eskridge here complete. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Cousins now to throw on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
14.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly, as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases: offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Continuing to keep their foot on the... And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed. We'll get a review of this being inside. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now left, he's got it to Everett. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Wilson wants to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on first down, but they came right back on second down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a first down.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.